Manchester United won, Chelsea won, Chelsea dropped points. However, let's be honest, the point was a fair outcome. Chelsea didn't do anything to win the game. Manchester United had opportunities to win the game. All in all, it was a fair game. We need to talk about multiple things that have happened. The good, the bad, and the downright ugly. Robert Sanchez continues to be the calamity that he is in goal. And people will consistently tell me you're just being negative when it comes to him. I thought we did well and showed great character to get back into the game when we conceded the penalty. This season, we are starting to build that a little bit more. I think it was a professional performance. We should have done more to win it, but let's talk about it because there's a lot to decipher here. There's a lot to digest and look through the positives. However, there are some negatives as well. So before we get started, you don't know I'm in Morocco. Normally, my setup is a lot better than this. So work with me here, all right? You're getting the content still. Hit that like button, 1,000 likes. Guys, we're top 4. There's no excuses for you lot not to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new and you like my commitment and you like my tenacity and you also like the way that I present here. Let's get started. So I want to start with the negatives and then go to the positives because I feel like this is 2 points dropped and this is the downright ugly truth. We are a club that needs to have serious aspirations and we can't be a club that just settles for being participants and, oh, we got top 4. Listen, don't get me wrong, top 4 is imperative, right? It is absolutely imperative. However, when opportunities arise to make up points and make up ground on your rivals, you need to take them. And for me, going away to Manchester United, who are in absolute free-fall, I expected 3 points. I know we haven't won there since 2013. I know history is against us. I know they've got a new manager bounce, but I kind of expected a victory. And one thing that I didn't want to happen was a Robert Sanchez mistake. So let's talk about it. Number one, the throw-on happens. There are people saying the ball wasn't out. It was a Chelsea throw-on. I don't know, okay? I don't know. I haven't reviewed it. So I'm going to tell you what I saw. Ball comes across. Wesley Fofana, only thing he does wrong all game, reads the flight of the ball wrong. Even then, Højlund's touch is baggy. Sanchez needs to be smart. Make yourself big. Make yourself huge. Ensure that you don't give a penalty away. What does he do? He gives away another penalty. This goalkeeper is a walking mistake. And the problem is, Jurgensen isn't doing anything when he is getting the opportunity to stake a claim to be the number 1. So I don't know what we need to do. I'm just going to have to learn to live with it. Then the bad. What came out of the bad today? In the final third, I was very disappointed with Noni Madueke, and I was very disappointed with Pedro Neto, and I was very disappointed with Mykhailo Mudryk. We did not utilize the width that we had, the opportunities that we gained. We were getting the ball, going one-on-one, but just weren't doing nothing, weren't creating anything. It was really frustrating because we were getting into really good positions, right? It was really creative, really nicely, well-engineered. You get into the final third, nothing. And every time we got there, we just got nothing out of it. Then, the other people I was upset with today, I didn't think had a good game. Nicholas Jackson weren't in this game. He was absolutely invisible. Cole Palmer was moments of brilliance, but nothing by the standards I expect of him. I thought Malo Gusto is another one that we need to talk about because this isn't Malo's fault, and I want to reiterate this because people are going to think I'm having a go at Gusto. However, once you're put in a situation, you need to step up. Big brother needs to become dad. Them ones, you need to step up. He is the big brother now in this situation, in that number 10. When so much responsibility is placed on you, broski, you need to be able to hold that responsibility. And he isn't. He's just not good enough. He's not ready to do what is being asked of him. And it's so frustrating because it's so frustrating. We engineer nice bits of play. He's picking up the ball in the pockets. And it's like quick decision making. You want a number 10 there, but he's not a number 10. So you're asking him to do a number 10's role. And then you're judging him on a curve of a number 10. It's uber frustrating. I'm sorry. It is super frustrating. And the final thing that was really bad from today's game is we didn't play with the handbrake off. We played with it on the whole game. Genuinely, it took us to get punched in the face with that penalty for us to wake up and realize, hold on, we've got some pace and some ingenuity that we can exploit. We had one pot shot from Pedro Neto prior to that, and it didn't do much. We had a couple corners that we did nothing on. And other than that, I can't recall many chances. I know Manchester United had a few chances, But it is what it is. Let's get into the positives, because I do think there are some, and it's important to take them away. From a positive standpoint, right, we have got top 4 in our own hands at the moment. 10 games in, we've got 18 points. That is securing a decent points total. We're above Arsenal, we're above Villa, we're above a lot of teams, right? We're just doing our job and we're moving along as we go ahead. The reality is, Chelsea at this moment in time, people will say are exceeding expectations. Not mine. I thought we were going to finish 3rd. It's still in the cards. We can do this. Today's game though, what were the positives? I thought Fofana and Levi Colwill were absolutely excellent. Let me explain to you. I think Levi Colwill absolutely stepped up to the mark and dealt with Højlund very well. Højlund was not causing any problems. Højlund was just being a nuisance, and they were dealing with him. Levi has got a reputation for being soft. People always say, he's soft, like he's a soft centre-half. He's not strong. He doesn't impose himself. He imposed himself today. I was really proud of the way that he dealt with it. Fofana as well, very courageous, very amicable in his tackling, very accurate when he had to be aggressive, when he had to lay off. And there was one moment where Bruno flicks it, Xerxes gone, Fofana's pace was unreal. He got back around Xerxes, slowed him down, very well played. The problem is, they need to not make one single mistake. Otherwise, it's tainted. The performance is tainted. And Fofana misread the ball. And for me, that is uber frustrating, because now people will say he had a bad game, when I think the way our centre-halves are expected to be on the halfway line and we compress the pitch, we're opening ourselves to counter-attacks, which makes sense, right? The problem is, it's hard to do the job they're being asked to do, and they're doing it to a very good degree. Another positive, Caicedo's goal. Caicedo's goal for me was a moment of brilliance. It was individualism, and it's something that would have happened under Pochettino. There was no creativity. It was more like a cross comes in, we win the 50-50, or Casemiro headers it out, he smashes it volley, brilliant finish, right? It was individual brilliance that you pay 100 million for. Well done, Moises Caicedo. Overall, he had a great game. The midfield spaces that him and Lavia had to cover because of the way we played was unreal. And the problem is, the pitch is so big, so they're left exposed, and this is going to be very interesting for me to see how we move on and develop in the future. I thought Enzo Fernandez came on, he looked okay. He had one chance where he didn't sort his feet out. Jackson laid it off to him, but he didn't sort his feet out, so he missed a great opportunity. Other than that, though, Enzo did not look overrun. I think he had as good game as Romeo Lavia. I think Caicedo was absolutely amazing. I thought Maresca's decision to get rid of Gusto and bring in the one and only Cucurella, phenomenal decision. It genuinely gave us a little bit more balance. I thought Manchester United were less threatening in that second half than they were in the first half. They were consistent in threat on the counter-attack with us. The problem is, we need to find out what to do. The other thing, Reece James, phenomenal again today, man. Reece James looks like he's never been away. 3 games in a row, he's been absolutely phenomenal. Genuinely, he's just secure, does the basics well, good passing range. I want to see him get into the final third a bit more like we used to. Problem is, I don't know if we're going to see that. All in all, this is a good point. All in all, I'm going to be positive. All in all, I want us to understand that this is a progress, and we can be annoyed that we dropped points today because we should have went there and won. But this is good progress. And as long as you have the anchor of this goalkeeper, we're not going to be doing anything serious. We need to just play the season out, get rid of this keeper, and then we can build on. But this was the Kavkas View. I hope you lot enjoyed the review. I thought it was only right that I gave you lot the review because it was a huge game. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, let me know your thoughts. I'm going out in Morocco tonight. Peace out, I'm out. Have a lovely day.